I just discovered by the help of a friend that I've been on mute. Thank you for saving me. Looney and I say hello. Welcome if you're just joining in on YouTube. We actually use actual audio language in this class. Anyway, Sunday is for self-care and for taking good care of ourselves with prayer and meditation, yoga and movement. Please tap into your breath. We'll be breathing on our back for maybe 2 more minutes. Relax more deeply, breathe more down into your belly. Tap into whatever you're feeling right now. Feelings come and go, they rise and fall. There's something deeper than the feeling, the actual presence itself. Welcome if you're just streaming in on YouTube. It's great to have you. It's delightful to see this growing YouTube audience of people from all over the world. We have 2 more minutes on our back. If you're just getting in, we're breathing what we feel and feeling what we breathe. Very good. Just take the biggest inhale you got. Very, very big inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Pull the plug, drain your brain, let out the old, make room for the new. We are calm and peaceful souls. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate feel good around your body. Take your arms up to the ceiling. Stretch your arms back up over your head. Get a good stretch. Feel that first thing in the morning ecstatic stretch. Good. Gently pull your knees in. Just roll around a little bit on your back. Good. And then let's sit up and say hello, shall we? Welcome. It's Greg and Looney Cat, the yoga cat. We're simulcasting on Zoom to friends who used to come to my yoga studio in San Ramon, California, and we shifted over to Zoom, and now we're simulcasting on YouTube, and the audience is growing from Maine to Spain to Ukraine. We have people enjoying this, whether you're watching it live on the live stream or a recorded class. We appreciate you showing up and liking and subscribing. It makes a big difference. Looney and I feel that yoga is an important healing means for a world that could really use it right now. So every person who gets calm and peaceful through yoga is going to help the world make it through challenging times. Looney's having an excellent Sunday. I hope your pets are nearby. I've got one more cat treat for him. Where did I put it? Here it is. There you go. He's so tired he's actually eating on his side. I do that sometimes. Anyway, close your eyes, drop your chin a little, maybe just a little, aiming our brain down to our heart. Feel your breath move in at the tip of your nose and release at the tip of your nose. There's no rush. We're just cultivating that conscious contact. We always have unconscious contact. Now we're working on expanding our conscious contact. You can call it God, love, source, bliss, being, infinite organizing principle. Doesn't matter what we call it as long as we call upon it with love, reverence, surrender, humility, willingness. Good. Now, 2 prayerful affirmations. Everything is always working out for us. We are calm and peaceful souls. Good. Now we'll chant an Om. If you're new to the channel, we chant Om from time to time. It's good for you. Try it out. Inhale. Good. Now we do joint juice. We patiently and peacefully go through the joints of our body. If you're brand new, I believe almost all these movements are accessible for everybody. We don't need to be extreme. We just need to be engaged, active, do what we can do. If we do the possible, God will do the impossible. 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. The general sequence is some joint juice, some yin yoga, and a couple of very nice restorative poses. This, coupled with cats, meditation, prayer, and chanting, makes a veritable trip to church, so to speak. 6, 7, 8. And here's a nice way to wake up your arms, body, spine, and breath. Inhale up, arms out, arms behind you, up your back, behind your neck. Poof. If you come to my Saturday live stream class, it's pretty frisky. There's a lot of push-ups and sit-ups and throw-ups. Poof. This is a nice way to soothe and heal the body on Sunday. Poof. You gonna attack my hand? Looks like you are. Up your back. I love you though. Poof. If you're brand new, Looney's my 1.5-year-old yoga cat. He used to weigh 4 ounces. Now he weighs 14.5 pounds of massive beast. One more. And poof. Good job. All right. Please drop your chin. Take your head around 8 times, nice and slow. It's the rhythm, it's the timing, it's the soothing, it's the patience. 3, 4. Our yoga is as good as the attitude, the willingness, the intention that we bring to it. 6, 7, and 8. Other way. You're going to haul off with your fish. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need or wish to be healed, you will be if you participate. 7. Good. Relax your head down for 20 seconds. Close your eyes. Drop your chin. Let the back of your neck stretch. Aim your attention down into your guts. Up, extra cat treat. Okay, here's a nice one. Hands on your knees, down to the right. Kind of go over to the left and come back around. My left shoulder heads toward my right knee, right shoulder, left knee. Doesn't need to be the biggest gymnastic contortionist move of all time. It's more the rhythm, the timing, and the quiet we bring to it. I've always liked this one. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, right shoulder down toward left knee, take it around. These are movements designed to lubricate the joints, get the fluids flowing, relieve congestion, stiffness in the body. 6, 7, 8. Good job. We always do a good deal of twisting. This is a very simple one. Just inhale up, lace your hands, push your paws up, turn right mildly, release your left hand to your right knee, right arm behind you. Just enjoy a little opening twist to your right. Tall spine, shoulders relaxed, eyes closed. Stop thinking. Everything's always working out. We can think sometimes, but not a trillion thoughts per second. God, love source, is always working behind the scenes. We don't have to run the whole universe. That's a relief. Inhale. Exhale, release out of that. Good job. We'll lace again down here. We'll inhale up, get a nice little stretch. On exhale, turn left. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. Your arms can deepen your twist a bit, but remember, we're searching for Buddha's middle ground, not too extreme, not too light, just right. Every time you exhale, you might release a little more in. Inhale here. Good, and come on out. Very nice. We'll inhale for one of our famous ohms. Inhale. Try to extend it. Good. Prayer hands, yogis call it Anjali Mudra. Drop your chin. I invite you to pray for the thing most wanted or needed. I'm a huge believer, proponent in prayer. It's our greatest skill. Good job. All right. Now, I don't know if you have yoga blocks, but if you don't, you can get them on YouTube and they'll be delivered by 7 p.m. Foam blocks, 14 by 8 by 6. These are the ones that I recommend. And the reason I recommend them is that you can make a nice little thing in front of you, and then you can lean forward and rest your head on it. Now, is this extreme yogi? I've seen yogis from India, they'll come all the way down and their head will hit the floor and their feet will go behind their head, but that's not generally for most people most of the time. Just you might not even be able to get to there. You might need your blocks there, but I just want you to balance your head and your hips. And as your head releases forward and your hips release back, you'll find this nice zone of weightlessness as the body equally divides in both directions, creating a nice feeling of calm and peace, balance, and equanimity. We'll do this for about 45 seconds. In Sunday yoga, there's no urgent hurry to get to the next better pose, we find the bliss in this one. This kind of yoga builds that precious attribute of patience. Good. On your next inhale, come up, my friends. I'm also a proponent of counter pose, so I'm just going to set my hands behind me and I'm going to go bottoms up. You don't have to be a 13-year-old Romanian gymnast in my class. You can just be a 50-year-old businessman or a 70-year-old yoga teacher. Doesn't matter. Just lift up. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's equally valued, adored, loved, appreciated. Come on down. In other words, our deeper qualities aren't necessarily our flexibility, although we appreciate that. It's more qualities of soul and character that we're all working on. Switch the cross of your legs, please. Now, one more of these with our legs the other way. Again, build up your blocks to whatever size. If you don't have blocks, you can use encyclopedias, your pet, your mate, rocks. Just relax forward, pillows, blankets. I have a giant fly buzzing around me. I don't remember the last time there was a fly inside of my yoga studio, but this fly is here to remind me that there's always something. There's always something that wants to distract us, and we don't need perfect peace to find perfect peace on the inside. We find perfect peace on the inside, and then everything on the outside follows. There's nothing more valuable than a calm and peaceful mind that's aligned with the universe. In the absence of that, we really, really, really can struggle. Inhale, come on up. What's the spiritual way of saying that? Seek first the kingdom of heaven, conscious contact, and everything else will work out. Okay, we're going to lean back on our hands. We're going to counter pose with buns up. Just a nice, get to that point where it's like, yeah, that's about right, right there. Maybe poke your chest up too, head back, buns up. Good. Come on down. I'm going back to my more familiar cross. If you're new to this, we chant usually once every couple of minutes. I believe this chanting, this vibration of Om is enormously healing, aligning, attuning for us. Inhale. We are calm and peaceful souls. That seed is planted deeper and deeper into the firmament of our psyche. Good. Arms out, palms up. Gently pull back. A little brush on your side. Circle around to the front. Palms up, pull in. These are rhythmic movements. You might say meditative. Pull in and brush. We're cultivating a mood. Good, now we pull our hands in and pause with our paws at our side like this. Hands open, palms soft, chin dropped, eyes closed. A feeling of receptivity. God's never done with us, however far we've come, however much we've gotten, however many blessings, or however many blessings we might feel absent. There's infinity more when we get ourselves available. Push out, arms out wide, internal rotation, go back here, mild brush going forward. I think it's so important spiritual to remember that our latter days are always better than our former days, because from a human sense, yeah, we get older and everybody croaks, but in the spiritual sense, there's always a part of us growing, expanding, connected to the infinite. And if we live from that place, our mortal life is always upgrading, improving, more blessings, more service, more light. That's our job. Back here, brush, regular inhale, arms out. Good, now touch your elbows together, thumbs to the outside, bend your wrists, lean carefully forward into your hands. This really is a great differential in what people do here. Drop your chin, close your eyes. If you know the ujjayi breathing, that little whispery seashell sound that you make at the back of your throat, that's a good thing to do. But just generally breathing smoothly, eyes closed, slowly, patiently stretching our forearms, wrists, and hands. Shoulders relaxed, back of your neck releasing. Giving time. Our world is only getting faster, more immediate, more stimuli, a billion things to do, 1,000 projects. It wasn't this way 200 years ago, or even 100 years ago, or even 50 years ago. Life was much, much slower. But now, we modern humans, we have the additional challenge of infinite stimuli almost all the time. But it will make us stronger if we practice our presence in the midst of that. Best of both worlds, cell phones and cosmic bliss. All right, come out of that. Bring your feet together. Just relax your legs, give them a couple jiggles. Arms out. All the internal rotation you have, I'm going in like a swimmer. Arms behind my back, up my back. And then hopefully you can get the back of your wrists inside your armpits like this. If you can't, just fake it. And then elbows inside your knees, or just fake it. Drop your chin, close your eyes, and squish your elbows together with your knees. If you can't do that, you're just here. You're good wherever you are. Be yourself. Everybody else is taken. Close your eyes. Experience your experience. Good, now we take our paws out and we soothe with roly-poly guacamoles. Just lace your hands in front of your face and roll them around like a jellyfish. Other way. Makes sense to do this kind of yoga at least once a week, doesn't it? So come every Sunday, like and subscribe, share with friends. We're spreading all the way around the world, from Scandinavia to Patagonia. Shake your paws out. Nice and easy. Shake out fear, worry, anxiety, negative thinking. Good. Now massage the middle, center, bottom of your feet with your thumbs. This is a form of Ayurvedic massage, pressure points, reflexology, call it what you will. Just massage in the middle, center, bottom of my feet. Relaxing my neck, dropping my shoulders. Good. Now I'm going to hold steady pressure with my thumbs into the middle, center, bottom of my feet. We are calm and peaceful souls, prosperous and abundant souls, acknowledged, affirmed, and recognized souls. Good. Now here's what I do for my lower back from time to time. I just squeeze my knees in together. And when my back is sore, it's a little bit, I was very busy yesterday. I just bring my heels in and I grab my elbows around my knees. I don't try to squeeze too tight. If you're a very bendy person and can fold in very tight into a little ball, then you can wrap more tightly. But again, today's not about being extreme. It's about being calm, patient, and peaceful. As my body opens up a little bit, I can lean more forward, relax my shoulders. My knees come in a little closer together. Again, you may already be able to do that, not a problem. Self-care at its best. Now from here, we counterpose by putting our hands back here, feet out in front, kind of wide. Lift up. Get a good stretch of the front of your body. If you can't lift up, just keep coming back. Your strength will return. Good. Now sink down. Okay, now with my knees out to the side, I'm just going to take my right ankle and fold it off to the side underneath. This is a challenging pose for many, so you're more than welcome to lean over here on your left side and wait for this tissue to open up. When you can sit up straight, you can do that. You can lace your hands behind your head, and now you can lean your right elbow down. So that on one end, your left elbow could be down, or if you're very flexible, your right elbow could be down. Everybody's invited to class. No one's excluded. Nobody's on the outside looking in through the window, being sad that they can't participate. Eyes are closed. We're taking our time. Good. Inhale, come on up. Stretch your arms up. Turn right. Release your left hand to your right hip and take a little twist to the right. Eyes are closed. Time stops. Thinking stops. Good. Release out of that nice little twist. All I'm going to do is for me, just leaning back to here is a plenty good stretch. If this was a more aggressive class, I'd lean all the way back. But it's Sunday, and when I'm right here, I'm just riding my edge. And for some people, leaning all the way on their back is not a problem. For some people, even getting here is a problem. So my duty, obligation, fun is to just give you a lot of options. This is a very middle ground option, just leaning back. Obvious stretch of the front of your right leg all the way around to the ankle and the shin. This is very tight in most people most of the time. Just breathe. Don't be worried about the quantity, the volume of the pose. Be aware of the quality of the pose. Good. Now, a nice counter pose is I just elevate my hips for a little. This is one name would be Ardha Ustrasana, half camel. It's hard for me to lift my hips up. It's tight there, but if I stick with it, I'll continuously cultivate this range of motion. Good, kids. Come on down. Very nice. Now we just reverse course. After this, we'll move into some restorative. My right knee is going out to the side now. I take my left shin, I fold it under like that. Good. Now, you can lean way over here if this is anguishing until this tissue opens up. This would be a restorative yin pose, just hanging out over here. That's fine. Don't judge yourself. Good. Both hands behind your head and lean left if you can. Little kids, your grandkids can bring their left elbow down to the floor. It's not a competition. There's no comparison. Okay, now we're gonna stretch our arms up like this. Inhale. And we're gonna turn to our left and see if we can get our right hand down to our left hip. Take a little twist out of this one. If you're really flexible, your right hand could grab your left ankle. Tall spine, turning torso left, face left. Calm, patient, peaceful movements. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, come out of your twist. And then this is the challenging one where just getting back on your hands is good for a lot of friends. But now if you're very flexible, you can just lay all the way on your back, arms back over your head. But that's not everybody. And again, my job is to give something for everybody. So I do my best to demonstrate kind of a middle ground. I'm in the pose from my waistband down, and I'm leaning back and being patient and waiting to see what my body will offer me on this day. Close your eyes, breathe from down in your belly button. Big inhale. Exhale and release. Now from here, everything stays the same except we lift up our bottoms and stretch the front of our body. May not be the biggest lift, but you'll feel it. And exhale and come on down. Good job. All right, now we'll get out of the pose. That's always a good thing to do. Timing is good. Now I'd like to move into slower yoga that's sort of the boundary between yin yoga and restorative. So to do that, we're going to shift gears a lot. You're probably going to want to watch me go into this position. This is where yoga blocks make all the difference, although you certainly could use pillows and blankets just for this one for support. These foam yoga blocks are the thing. These blue foam yoga blocks available on Amazon, 14 inches, 8 inches by 6 inches. One of these days I'll have a link for those on the site, but for now, that's what I got. Anyway, this is the one where we're going to do legs up, but watch. It's bridge pose. I'm just going to take one block and I can use the 6-inch height, which is accessible for almost everybody by arching your spine. And there's the 8-inch lift right there. So it's not underneath my kidneys, it's underneath my sacrum, the bone from my waistband down. And in this pose, we settle in, long back of the neck. And this is called Viparita Karani, legs go up. Now, even if you don't have yoga blocks, you could just lay on your back and extend your legs up. It's just that this lift of the hips, 4, 6, 8 inches, it stimulates a cascade of effect in the body. It draws a little bit of extension, more extension to the back of your neck. It opens up your spine into extension, stretches your chest open. And of course, legs up is one of the greatest healing inventions in human history. You can always modify if it becomes too much with your legs up, you can just rest them down here, but we have people watching all over the world, and some people want the 2 or 3 minutes of Viparita Karani, legs up. Close your eyes, find and smooth out your breath. Enjoy the healing. To the degree that you can breathe down toward your belly button rather than your chest, that's going to stimulate deeper relaxation aspects of our nervous system. About 30 more seconds, and if it's been too long, you can always just bring your feet down. We're a accommodating group. Okay, now we're just going to let the legs Carefully, appropriately widen out to the side. If we were circus performers or contortionists, the legs would come all the way down to the floor. But we're just opening up the tissue a little bit, keeping the legs firm. You can always modify with some knee bend. We're here to heal and restore, not to hurt or to damage. Good. Now as you bring your legs back in, wrap your left thigh over your right with your knees crossed. Now, if you're quite flexible, you actually can slink your left ankle underneath your right ankle. I'm not built that way. That's up to you. And I'm just going to drift my right foot down to the floor with my knees crossed. This is a very profound releasing pose that goes deep into the hips, the hip flexors, lower back. This is why we don't lift the hips up too high, so that we can find these deep poses that we can accommodate for a minute or two. Really good for your lower back, relieving tension, giving you good spinal decompression between the vertebrae of your spine. Good. Now we're going to bring the knees in, legs up, legs out temporarily. Good. Now super wrap your right thigh, right knee over your left, tightly as you can. If God gifted you to put your right ankle underneath your left, please enjoy that. I would if I could. And then slowly drift your left foot flat down on. If you can't bring your foot down, you raised your hips too much. And then we're going to let this sink into our body for about a minute and a half. Looney's back out. He's just rubbed my feet and my shins. He's wondering about cat treats. We all have our motivations, don't we? 30 more seconds in this excellent pose. Good. Biggest inhale you got. Exhale, let it all go. Good. Now I'm going to uncross my knees, bring my legs up, and cool it all off with one more minute of all the benefits that come from inversion, reversing the direction of circulation. Okay, now we'll bend our knees. We'll bring both feet flat, slowly back onto the floor. We'll gently push into our feet to lift up our hips sufficient to get the block out from underneath. And we'll slowly drift our hips back down to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, just as a counter pose, I'm going to bring my feet together. I'm going to let my knees butterfly to the side, and I'm going to let my elbows butterfly back over my head. And let this act as a counter pose, deeply releasing the bones. I want the feeling of my belly sinking, my lower back dropping, the tension in my kidneys and lower back dissipating, letting my pelvis release, letting my sacrum drop. Relieving the pinch that so many feel in their lower back. Okay, my friends, we're going to move into the home stretch of class now. I'm going to elevate myself back up from the situation. Wow, good class attendance. It's great to look at the YouTube analytics, see people from all over the place. Whether you're watching live or recorded, it sure is good to have you. Now, all we're going to do to finish is extend our right leg out like that, and then we're going to put our left ankle over our right knee. Now, if you're really tight and brand new, this might really be this pose. You might just have to be here for a little while. After a while, you can lean more forward. And then after a while, you can bring the right foot in like this. You might spend this whole pose just being here. You just pull your right foot in and it opens up your hips. After a while, some people can do this, some people can't. The right shin will fold under like that. It's we earn all these positions in our body, but some people, they're gifted from the very start. So that's a pretty big difference, isn't it? From this to this to this to that. My job is to show you options. Your job is to find what you can do. Arms out. Of course, if you're using your arms back here, they're going to have to stay there for a while. After a while, you'll gain a little more freedom. You'll be able to oscillate side to side. It's worth sticking with it. It might take 2 weeks or 2 months or 2 years or 2 lifetimes, but if you're painstaking at this phase of your development, you'll be amazed before you're halfway through. Palms open, wrap your right arm under, give yourself a hug. Now from here, you can just move your elbows up and down, which is a good stretch for newbies. And after a while, you can fold your arms up as well. And then again, up and down with your elbows. I do circles to dig out tension underneath my left shoulder blade, my right shoulder blade. I circle my elbows around. It's really when you get here and can break up this congestion, you're near nirvana. Good. Sit up tall, turn your torso face to the left. And then turn your face all the way to the right. So I just described a move with 20 different segments. Tilt your head to the right. Sit tall. Close your eyes. Be calm and peaceful. Inhale. Exhale, release your arms if you bound them. Hands slide to the elbows. Bring this rectangle up over your head and just work your elbows side to side. Good. Now bring your arms down. If you have access to your feet, take your thumbs into the middle, center, bottom of your feet. Massage in there. If it's just one foot, if it's just your right thumb, left foot, that's fine. The main thing is you're in the game. Push your thumbs into your feet with some pressure. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders. We'll chant Om here. Feel the silence. Let it heal you. Nothing's more healing than silence. Good. Now, extend your left leg out. Here's the whole sequence. I guess if somebody could just extend their leg out and do this, this would be yoga and that would be appropriate. After a while, the right ankle will go over your left knee. You'll be making progress. After a while, you'll be able to pull your left foot in to maybe there. And it'll be like, wow, I'm really tight. I forgot to stretch over the last 30 years. Otherwise, the foot comes in further. And then when your hippies open up, your left knee will fall down. So this would be a pose. You'd be kind of sitting here, gritting your teeth. It'll open up, I promise. I promise. It's a spiritual promise. It's not a Greg promise. Yoga is a promise of spirit in principle, infallible, arms out. And these are called Sheryl Crows, where you just go side to side. They rock you, they soothe you, they calm you, they pacify, they peacify, palms open, left arm under. Some people can just barely bring the arm under and grab a little bit. After a while, you can grab your shoulders. After a while, you can fold up your arms. These are things to look forward to. And then move your elbows around, circles, ups and downs, lefts and rights. After this one becomes familiar to your body, it'll really release knots and binding underneath your shoulder blades, around your neck, back, and shoulders. So tight on so many. Good. Now sit up tall. Inhale. Turn belly button, chest, elbows face to the right. Turn your face all the way to the left. Tilt your head to the left. Hold the baby up away from the alligator. Inhale. On exhale, release your hands to your elbows. Bring your elbows up. Side, side. Finish ourselves off with a beautiful heart-opening, shoulder-releasing. Good. Now we'll bring prayer mitts down in front of our hearts. Close our eyes. We'll chant Om one more time as we gather our head, hands, and heart together. Biggest inhale ever. Keep your eyes closed, resonate, vibrate in that spacious, blissful peace. Good. Now is the blessed 5 minutes on your back for Shavasana while I hold some time and space. And I just hang out and be quiet while you enjoy 5 minutes of corpse pose or relaxing or bliss pose on your back. It's a great way to finish. It takes all these beautiful energies and integrates them into our mind, body, spirit. Downshift, relax even more. We're in Shavasana, corpse pose. Couple more bonus blissful, relaxing minutes. No rush. Okay, my friends, slowly begin to come back. Stay in the pose, just slowly breathe back toward your body. Oftentimes, our spirit energy body expands far beyond the perimeter of our physical body, and we take a few moments to bring it back with breath. Good. Now, here's that part of class. It's the ritual where if you'd like to invite God, love, source, spirit, whatever name you'd like to give to the infinite, glorious presence of being, our source, you can invite that in, always from choice, never from coercion. God loves to be invited into us. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate extra super, feel God through yourself. Good. Curl onto your right side when you're ready. Take your time. Now, keeping your eyes closed, that's an important rule. Keep your eyes closed when we sit up. It cultivates and establishes this firm foundation of center. So we'll sit up together with our eyes closed. Having reestablished our seating position, we'll humble our hands into our heart and we'll bow our brain down to our heart. Good. If you go deep into you and I go deep into me and we go deep into we come to the same place together. The word for that is namaste. Boy, did I need a good session of restorative and yin yoga with my friends, some prayer, chanting, and meditation. YouTubers, thank you for liking and subscribing and spreading this continuously around the world. I'm really grateful. That's my mission and purpose in life, to spread healing, love, meditation, yoga, peace around the world as best as I can, but I need help. So thank you for liking and subscribing and hitting that little bell icon. You'll be notified every time we go live.